You are giving me a camera.
Pull in the phone.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about accomplishments. So in today's video, we're going to briefly be talking about the things that I've accomplished in 2017. But more importantly, I want to draw inspiration from your accomplishments if you've achieved more than me. But if you've achieved less than me, or you haven't achieved your goals that you set out towards the beginning of the year, then I want you to draw motivation from me and from other people who might have accomplished a lot more things this year. So about the end of July 2016, I decided to invest in a camera, and I saved up a lot of money, spent all my money on it, and started taking pictures. Around December 2016, I shot my first video. And my first video was very simple. I just put a camera in front of me and I started talking. If you guys have been here since day one, then you probably remember the comedic rants that I did about guys and girls. Those were the first videos I made at the end of 2016. Now, what I've accomplished in 2017 is taking those videos to the next level. I've always wanted to do some kind of comedy, and I really wanted to do skits. Growing up, I was watching The Chappelle Show and watching all of his skits, and now we've kind of transitioned into Key and Peele, so I always wanted to do these comedy skits. So in February 2017, I dropped my first skit. But I want you guys to notice one thing. I want you guys to notice the jump in quality from my first skit to the last video I've done in 2017. So I went from this.
Nah, bruh. Let me take care of it.
All right.
So you're not even gonna fight back?
Huh?
I just remembered I forgot my wallet at home, and so I can't, right?
You can do bank transfers here too.
To this.
To you, this is just another boxing ring. That's all you see. But to me, I see what you don't. Sweat pools and blood stains. They tell a story that you don't catch with the naked eye. Lessons taught, goals accomplished, victories, disappointment, hurt, pain, setbacks. To you, this is just another boxing ring. But to me, this is my story.
So I went from basically looking like an amateur to kind of looking somewhat pro. And I've done that in less than a year by just putting in hard work. I was watching YouTube tutorials, I was filming, I was editing, I was shooting, I was doing a lot of camera work throughout 2017. And to be honest with you, I didn't really put in that much field work until around August, September. So before August, I only did 3 videos, but up until August, I was watching and studying filmmaking like a crazy person. So I have my YouTube channel, I was writing my master's thesis, I was working to graduate with my master's degree, and I went on a holiday in the middle of all of that. Plus, I studied filmmaking intensively while all this was happening. Now you might say, why did I do that? Well, I did it because I wanted my skits to look professional. I wanted them to look aesthetically pleasing. I wanted the viewer to go onto my videos and see that this guy is different from everybody else because he cares about the visuals as well as the storyline. I was determined to not only graduate, but go on holidays, to grow my own brand, and also push myself in terms of film and also photography. What I did was I founded S3 Films. Number 2, I shot my first documentary. Number 3, I started shooting commercials for companies. But most importantly, what I did was I embraced the process that was necessary for me to go from an amateur filmmaker to becoming a really good filmmaker. Now, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm a good filmmaker. I don't care. It's important to believe in yourself and believe in your craft. I've seen myself go from a really bad filmmaker, making a million mistakes in every single videos I made, to now making really good videos. I'm proud of what I've done, and now I know I'm good. But so can you be, and this is the purpose of this video. I don't want to just sit here and talk about what I have accomplished. I want to give you guys the motivation to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Now, towards the end of this video, I'm going to give you a challenge to increase your productivity and to come closer to achieving your goals. So the worst enemy for anybody with a dream and a goal is inefficient use of resources. I'm going to say that again. Inefficient use of resources. You have 24 hours during the day. Let's say you sleep 7 to 8. Let's say you have a full-time job or you study. study. That's another 8 hours. So you have 8 hours left during the day. What are you spending those 8 hours on? The people that you were looking up to, whether that's an athlete, a successful businessman or woman, or something completely different, they have the same amount of hours during the day as you have. What are you spending those 8 hours on? And I'm sorry that I keep sounding like a big cliche, but cliches are a cliche for a reason, because it's typically true. You have to look at yourself in the mirror honestly and tell yourself, today I want to be 1% better than I was yesterday. And somebody said, what happens after 100 days? Well, I tell you what, if you start at 100% and you become 1% better, you're at 101%. Now tomorrow you're going to be 1% of 101, which means you're constantly evolving, and that's the point of everything. It's not a philosophical fallacy, I promise you that. Let me give you a prime example of what can happen to someone who looks themselves in the mirror and says, today I'm going to be better than I was yesterday, every single day. Richard! This guy right here, 2 years ago, he told himself, I want to be a professional Muay Thai fighter. That was only 2 years ago, when he's fighting people who have over 30 fights and he's undefeated in the pros. Now, what does that tell you? Richie ain't That's what it tells you. Humble yourself, bro. Humble yourself. This is just for the camera. You ain't nothing, bro. It tells you that if you put in the hard work and the time and allocate your resources efficiently, which I spoke about before, you too can accomplish your goals. Most of us know how to not accomplish our goals, because let's be honest, we do it almost every single day. Now be honest with yourselves. How many of you guys are slacking in school, at work, personal life, personal goals? Chances are that most people do that. They slack at what they really want to do. And we've become really good at not achieving our goals. So we know the blueprint on how to not achieve our goals. So we got to do the exact opposite. So that's why we are going to challenge each other with a challenge that I came up with not too long ago. This might be a little bit difficult for some people, but let's at least give it a try. The first hour of you waking up, you are not allowed to check social media. Try that for a month and see what really happens. Now, I know a lot of people, including myself, after we wake up, we spend so much time on our phones. And that's a full hour where you can be productive and come closer to achieving your goal. Denzel Washington said, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So you have a goal, whether that's to graduate from college, excel in a sport, or just become a better version of yourself in whatever way you feel like you can become a better version of yourself. You have to have goals in between to accomplish that dream. So every day before we go to sleep, we should write down 3 to 5 things that we want to accomplish when we wake up. So challenge number 1 is to not go on social media the first hour we wake up. Challenge number 2 is write down 3 to 5 things you want to accomplish the next day when you wake up. This way you're setting yourself up to succeed, because you are defining the in-between steps that are necessary for you to achieve your dreams. See, a lot of people, they have very big abstract dreams but no way to get to it. Mom, I want to be a professional basketball player. Well, if I say that, I can't just sit back and wait. They're in-between steps that I have to take. I have to practice, I have to work out, I have to understand team spirit, teamwork, dieting, mindset, waking up at a certain time, going to sleep at a certain time. There are in-between steps that I have to complete in order to achieve my dreams. And that's the case for every single dream of yours. You just gotta define the in-between steps yourself, and you gotta do that on a day-to-day basis and take control over your life. Decide where you wanna go with your life. Do you wanna sit on the couch and waste your time not doing anything and settle for a lifestyle that you don't want, or do you wanna be great? That was it for me, guys. I really want you guys to think about the things we've been talking about today and then implement it into your life. And then hopefully it will take me and you to the next level. And thereby we will prove wrong the famous statement of it's lonely at the top. Because from now on, it won't be lonely at the top, because you and I will be there together. Guys, before you leave, I've started a podcast. It's called Between the Lines Podcast Series. It's gonna be on SoundCloud, on iTunes, but we're also gonna film it and put it on a YouTube channel. And you guys can follow that channel, subscribe to it right here. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go downstairs and hit the thumbs up and give me a bunch of likes. And then comment your goals for 2018. I really wanna see what you guys have planned out for the next year. So maybe I can be motivated by your goals, and maybe somebody else can be motivated by your goals. And also, a comment down below is a way for you to document that these are the goals that you set out towards the end of 2017. So in 6 months, you can return to this video, find your comment, and see if you have accomplished your goals. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of different kind of videos. I started out as doing pure comedy and nothing else, but I really want this channel to be a creative outlet where I can be creative in so many different ways and motivate myself and you guys to reach the top together. So all right, guys, that was it. Catch you next time. Peace.
Rhyme DC mode verses, make a wish for a purpose. Purpose to practice to rap until I emerge perfect. Flawless victory psychic, kick like bicycle circles. Flow Kang, I do my thinking, dang it, lang it till it's purple. All the whole of my circus, city slipping like jerkers. Rubbing from moisture murder, checkers are right as burgers. Diction infectious, real spit. Ammonia type bullet tips, put in and clean your mind glitch.